Nation, Salman number 52. Welcome back to Preez with me. We could be now on today's video. I can say firmly that I do have some good news, regarding the transfers or everything or anything that is happening at Nashorena. So before I get there, and niggas, some of the exciting news, please do make sure that you like the video, subscribe to the channel, and make sure to click the bell notification so that next time when I post a new video, you will be updated and be able to watch the video. Now we're going to be looking at Cele, obviously. There's a situation there. We look at Ntwari, and Ashley to Preez, with the possibility of us finally being able to at least grab a handle on Umjita that we are looking to sign. Because yeah, this one, if Kaizer Chiefs can pull it off, then definitely ngizobaxolela kuyo yonke into abakhe bayenza, even nale jezi leli lamanje ngizobaxolela kulo bafethu. But anyways, I've been hearing from some of you guys but it's not a bad kit. I just need to give it some time. You'll beg in real life, but hey, I don't know. I'm not gonna be as impressed as you are, guys. So currently, before we, before we waste his card, let me just jump into Omjita. So we do have Ashley to Preez, Buffet to finally. Do you remember that Kaizer just wanted to let him go? Stellenbosch showed interest. They said they're interested, and then Kaizer just said, okay, it's fine. Since you guys are interested, let us give you Ashley to Preez, Teshuk Morris. Is it? I think it was Teshuk Morris or Happy Mashiana, between the two, and then you guys will take this player, those two players, and then we'll add demand so that we can be able to take Phili. But unfortunately, the Stellenbosch said, no, that's not good enough. We just want money. And as I've explained before, I feel like Stellenbosch are using that as an excuse to say, you guys have taken one of our players behind our backs. So yeah, we're not going to give you another player for free. You need to do a lot more better than that. But right now, as I'm speaking with you, Bafetu, Stellenbosch and Ashley to Preez, despite that, Ashley to Preez did say he does not want to leave Kaizer Chiefs. He still wants to be here, fight for his position. But now it's starting to be clear what probably it might not have been a good idea, because as we are speaking right now, him and Stellenbosch have agreed personal terms. Now, remember, in a transfer deal, for it to happen, first to first, you need the club-to-club agreement, and then a player to the club agreement, same as Sianda Ndlovu. For an example, I'm making an example. Sianda Ndlovu, parent club yake, which is Golden Arrows, was happy. Is it Golden Arrows? Yeah, I think it's Golden Arrows. Was happy to let go of the player to Orlando Pirates, and then that is a club-to-club agreement. But then when it came to personal agreement, which is the player and the club, the player said, no, me, I'm not happy with what you guys are offering to me. I want something that is better, because this is bad than what I was getting from that other side. But then it doesn't have to be money, it has to be anything to do with the personal terms of the player. It's not just about the cash. So Ashley to Preez finally has said, you know what, I think me coming back home at Stellenbosch FC, it will be a great idea. But now the problem is getting back to the club, which is Kaizer. Just remember, we still have a season with him. Usainile, he has a season, so Kaizer just valid they did not want to lose him for free. That is something that we're going to talk about later on, regarding to Lilepo, Kanye Soshinga, and other latest news that we're going to be looking at. So Ashley to Preez, Njoma Vumile to go to Stellenbosch. Now the final decision will remain with Kaizer Chiefs on whether they want to let go of him, Stellenbosch ifuna ngakhona, or they want to include the deal of Phili in between. Because so far, since Ashley agreed to move to Stellenbosch, I don't think Kaizer just will be reluctant to let go of him. But then the problem is, are we going to be able to get to Phili, because we do need the signing? And if Kaizer just manages to pull off this move, I'm telling you guys, mina ngizobaxolela on everything else, everything nje ngizokhohlwa ngayo. But anyways, I don't know. So as time goes on, we will get the confirmation of whether the club does agree in terms of letting go of Ashley to Preez, but then with the deal having Ulangelihle ngaphakathi, because we need this player. And I understand why Kaizer Chiefs is doing what they're doing right now. And then jumping on to Umjita Lapana Utabaqele Induna and Bafethu. There's been talks from a while back. Umjita is not happy. He wants to leave all of this. I dismissed it and I felt like this is not true. But anyways, the story is finally out. Nduna Edao is not happy at the club. Njengoba bekushiwa back then. Yes, he does want to leave, and judging by the looks of things, it looks like he just wants to be at a different club at this point. The reason why I'm not happy, I'm not too sure. But all I can say is, as much as he does want to leave, according to my sources, it looks like he can leave, but he doesn't mind, fulfilling his contract, the remainder of his contract, because I do believe he still has about 2 years left on his contract. So angahlala nathi 2027 to 2028 sasekhona. So he says he is not against the fact. So he wants to leave, but he's not trying to fight. He just wants to leave in a peaceful manner because he respects the club to that level. So I don't know if he's going to leave on a permanent basis or bazomambisana alone. That is one thing that we are waiting to see, whether the club decides this way or that way. Because yesterday, if you've seen, Jongoba, we've reported to Kaizer Chiefs will be leaving. Joe Bahamba, Cele was not part of that squad. He was not there. By the way, please don't forget to like the video, because he was not there. And I feel like there's other players who are not there, but we're going to talk about that one a bit later on, because I'm still trying to find, accurate information. I've been waiting for Umakabi Lelepo story, and I haven't gotten it yet. But with what I've heard so far with the codes, it's not looking good. But anyways, all of this will depend on whether they are going to let go of him on a free basis or on a permanent loan. But so far, that's all I have on Ntwari. And then moving on to Ukulani Kosa, which is a young player whom we've just given a long-term contract. It looks like the club has decided, you know what, we're not going to be using him. He's going out on a loan. Now, he's a centre-back that we believed he was going to replace Aiden McCarthy, but by the looks of things, it looks like Kaizer Chiefs are saying we are covered on that department. We do not need him. Magahambe on a loan. So I don't know if this is a good idea or it's a bad move. You will let me know, think down in the comment section below. So far, I do think we might be making a mistake. As much as I said we need fewer players, we are competing in a lot of competitions. We do need the most when it comes to the squad, and Golani Kosa is a great, incredible left-footed center back. So maybe Rashwin Totally is not going to give us any problems, and maybe we're going to rely mostly on Inaso Miguel. So it's possible Miguel might not leave as we thought he might leave. And then we jump to Ntwari Bafethu. He's another player who's just it is done. It's a done deal. He's going to Kruger United, which is the club that has been promoted newly on the Betway Premiership. This club obviously is the club that we will be facing on the 1st of August, Mastralaje, the Betway Premiership. Quite interesting. I don't know if he's going to be playing for the longest time as the loan is there, because if they get relegated, that means he has to come back home. But if then he signed for 2 years, 3 years, then definitely it will serve as a good purpose. But Ntwari is another player who is left with 2 years, if I'm not mistaken. Contract was supposed to end 2028 or 2030. Between the two, contract is there. So if that's the case, he's probably left with 2 years or 3 years at most. So we're gonna see. I don't know. So far, guys, honestly speaking, I don't want to lie to you, I have not been impressed with how Kaizer Chiefs are doing things. I'm just waiting to see, because at the end of the day, Tina Sangama fans, I'm sure people always say you guys don't know anything and lazy Ebola. You just have to wait for the people that do know the football side of things to make those big decisions and all of that. But so far, for me, I've not been impressed, but hopefully it is something that they are working on to fix or help the club be in a better state. If that is the case, then I do not mind. But if then it backfires, I will be the first one. To be bashing out Bafethu. I do not want to lie to you. By the way, don't forget to like the video. So later on, we will be looking at Tulilepo, and then we will get the entire full story in terms of Tulilepo. There's Shinga as well. quite interesting. And then we will look at another player, which I'm not going to mention as of yet, because now I'm still waiting to get the full clarification on that one. So I'm sorry, guys. I know indaba mazikhona zikhona kumele sikhulume, but until then, I will be with you. And then looking at some of the comments quickly before I close the live stream. We do have Shalaba. Run. Okay, let me bring this a bit closer so that I can be able to see properly, because it is too far. Okay. Sorry guys, I do have flu. You can just the live stream quickly so that we do not spend a lot of time. Luando. It's Luando says, is he not in Spain? Ubani Cele. Cele is not in Spain. He's here in South Africa. And he's not the only one, apparently. There's other players as well. Remember, we've even spoken about Gaston Sereno. It looks like Kaizer Chiefs are not sure whether to give him a new contract or not. But since they did not call him, it doesn't make any sense for me to say they are going to sign him. Same as Phili. If we do get him, I hope we get him early, and then akone ukuya the Spain so that he joins the rest of the club. Bazokona combine very well, because at the end of the day, that is a crucial place, and he needs to be there before games, unlike players who have been here and understand a little bit better about the club. And then Tabo says, Awechita, thanks for the updates. And I think Chiefs must do everything to get Phili. He's such a good player. Honestly speaking, I do agree with you there. Zandisile says, Chief, I follow you, but you disappoint me at times. Old news. I won't regret. Well, this is new news. Which old news are you talking about? Because it's new news. Ntwari, it's new news. I don't know if you are hoping for something else, but it's there. And for me, I feel like I'm just confirming and then letting you guys know. But we do talk, the problem is we talk about something back then, and then you are not here to get that. Now, when we confirm, because I always say we're gonna confirm it, and then when we confirm, I'm telling you guys about Tukanyo Soshinga. No one is talking about that one. We're going to talk about Lilepo in a different manner, but we did speak about him earlier on. We did talk about Cele earlier on. It's not something I can say, okay, it is new. It's not new. It's just me confirming to you what is happening, because at the end of the day, there can be rumors, and you find out which the rumors are not true. And then there can be rumors that I know that are coming from my trusted sources, and then I tell you guys, okay, so far, but to me, it doesn't make any sense. You understand? Same as Makabili Lepo. We've been talking about him for the longest time. We've been talking about Ntwari, he might go on alone. Is he not going on alone? He is. So, I don't know what you're expecting from me, Zandisila, but at the end of the day, I'm just trying my best, Nami. Ulwando again from the president. I don't understand. Puski, you're always against Chiefs management decisions, QP. I don't know why. Well, I'm not against their decisions. I'm just not happy with how they're doing some of the things. You understand? I'm not happy because, like, what do you mean Utolani Kosa is going out on a loan? Do you guys think that is a good idea for the club? From my side, I don't think it's a good idea. But if you guys think it is a good idea, then fine. I'm not gonna say anything, Bida. Sizobona as season itala, and then we get to see what is going to happen. But for me, I think that's not a good move, honestly speaking. We always have a problem when it comes to the centre back pairing. We only have 2 or 3 players that are left-footed. Actually, yeah, I can see 2. Ntwari, now we just have 1 who's left-footed. So that's a big problem. The reason we sold Aiden McCarthy, Singana backup, that was, it isn't. But it's fine. Let's wait and see. Lufuno, if Stellenbosch don't want to give Chiefs Phili, Chiefs must block the Preez. I think they should do that, but I don't think they will. I don't know. So Chiefs, as long as there's money involved, they're not gonna block that deal. Is Shinga at Spain also? No, Shinga is not at Spain, I believe. But I will get. That's why I'm saying please let's wait a little bit. Let me tell it the proper confirmation so that we can talk about it later on, you know, because to find out only I have half the story, it's a problem. So at least let me get the entire full story so that later on when I give you an update, it is something that is solid and that none years it's okay, this is what is going to happen, this is what needs to be done, you understand? But anyways, thank you so much, Emperor. I was asking if Preez is not in Spain or he was also left behind. We do actually do Preez, I'm not sure, but I think Nagahamba, I think he's also here. That's why I said there are a lot of players who did not travel to Spain. So we're gonna be looking at that. So I've been promised, guys. Listen, I've been promised from my trusted source that those Negeza a list of players that he did not see at the airport. You understand? Because he was there. I mean, I could not go there because of situations, but he was there. So he said he will give me the full list of the players that have traveled and the players that were not present during that time of the flight. You understand? So far, Gaston Sereno, we do know those are the confirmed players not to be part of that squad. You understand? So ngisalindile nami mase ngitholile yonke into and then I will be able to give it to you guys. But for now, I think let's just leave it here. Singayidonsisi kakhulu. We're gonna talk. I promise you guys I will be here to give you those updates. Nami ngisalindile. Don't worry too much.